Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to analyze the data. So once you are ready with the data, your data is clear and is already clean, then what you really have to do first is for you to actually analyze your reliability or to do reliability analysis. So what you really have to do is for you to go to analyze and you have to go to scale and you have to choose reliability. So I'm going to say it again. You go to analyze, you go to scale and you go to reliability analysis and click reliability analysis, you will get this page. So since you are dealing with your first DV, you have to bring all your DV questions as your DV, and by default it's going to be analyzed with alpha. We are going to be using Chromebook Alpha for this matter. And the scale, don't forget to type DV because you are actually now analyzing your reliability for your DV questions. And after that, you click statistics and you click scale if item deleted and click continue. And once you're done with that, you have to pray hard that your result or your analysis is going to be good. So once you're done with that, you click OK. So practically you will be given three tables. So just with the middle table, so it's actually reliability statistics by giving you the number of the items that you have already analyzed just now, and that is a Chromebox Alpha. This is 0.753. So you have another one table here. So what you really have to do here is for you to look at the last column of the last table. So this is actually the column for Chromebox Alpha if item deleted. So what is the meaning of this column? If you delete, right? If you delete A1, for example, your Chroma Alpha is going to be this figure. So my question is there any figure which is higher than 0.5753 here? So the answer is yes, because 0.786 is higher than 0.753. So in order for you to increase your Chromebox Alpha to this figure, you have to delete A1. So that is the meaning of Chromebox Alpha if item deleted. So just give it a try. You go to analyze, you go to scale, and you go to reliability. So you know A1 is the culprit or A1 is the problematic question. So you just click A1 and bring it back to the original box. So you click OK, and as stated earlier, your Chroma Alpha is going to be 0.786. So this is what stated much earlier, 0.786. But instead of having four items, now you have reduced to three or you minus one. All right. So the another question asks, is there any figure here which is higher than 0.786? The answer is yes. That is going to be 0.816, which is higher than 0.786. So what you have to do is you have to delete A2 for your DV items. So you go to analyze, you go to scale, and you go to reliability analysis again, and you have to exclude A2. All right, so you just click OK and you will get your Chromebox Alpha as stated earlier, 0.816. So this is going to be the same thing, but you have reduced your number of items from 4, you minus 3, you minus 1, and you minus another 1. So you have left with only 2 items. So that is how you improve the Chromebox Alpha. But for your information, I would suggest you to maintain the 4 items because this is actually initially this figure is acceptable because it is more than zero point 0.5 according to Omar Sekaran. So whatever figure of your Chromebox Alpha which is higher than zero point 0.5 is acceptable, meaning that all the questions are reliable. So you are asking the right questions. So they are consistent. Yeah, the questions are consistent for you to be able to measure your DV or perhaps your IVs. And for this matter, is actually measuring your DV. So once you are done with this, you have to analyze the rest of your variables, and it's going to be your IV1. So you just bring here and you have to bring all your IV1 questions, and you got to know much earlier that your IV1 is represented by your B questions. So you bring all your B's here and you have to change to IV1 because now you are dealing with IV1 because and make sure you click scale if item deleted, you click continue and you click OK. So here with 10 items that you have analyzed much earlier, with the 10 items, your Chromebox alpha is 0.864. So my question is there any figure higher than 0.864? The answer is no. So it means this is the best Chromebox alpha of the 10 items of your IV1. So next you have to continue with your IV2. So you repeat the same process. You go to reliability analysis, and you can also reset. So once you have already resetted, then you have to make sure you continue with C. All right, so you have got 4 C's or 5 C's, and bring all your C's here, and don't forget to type IV2 because now you are dealing with your IV2, and make sure you click scale if item deleted, and you click continue and you just click OK. So here with 5 items of your IV2, your Chromebox alpha is 0.855, which is the highest. So there is no figure here higher than this one. So it means this is the best figure of Chromebox alpha with 5 items of your IV2. So just maintain as it is. And now let's move on to IV3. You go to scale, analyze scale and reliability analysis, and you have to actually bring back your C's, and now you have to deal with your D's, all your D questions, and bring it here, and don't forget to change your scale label to IV3, and you just click OK. So here when you talk about your IV3 with 4 items, your Chromebox alpha is 0.770. But is there any figure here higher than 0.770? The answer is yes, because it's going to be D4. So this is the problematic question. This is the no culprit in a way for you to say that, and you have to actually analyze, go to scale, and make sure you exclude D4, because D4, if you delete D4 or you discard D4, your Chromebook alpha is going to be 0.865. So this is a better result than 0.770 that you have got much earlier. And here you have improved, but you have already deleted 1 item. So you have got 4, now you have reduced to 3 minus 1, and your Chromebox alpha is 0.865, which is good because it's higher than 0.770. So after you're done with your IV3, you have to continue with all your variables, and now it's going to be your IV4. So after D in sequence is going to be your E. So bring all your E's here, and just change to IV4 and click OK. So with 4 items, you have your Chromebox alpha is 0.806, and is there any figure bigger than 0.806? The answer is no. So it means this is the best figure of Chromebox alpha for your IV4. So continue with IV5, you have to do the same process that is going to continue with F. Bring all your F's here and change to IV5, and you click OK. So practically this is the best Chromebox alpha of 0.919. So your number of items is 4, and is there any figure here better than 0.919? The answer is no. So it means this is the best figure of your IV5 with 4 items. So now let's move on to IV6. All right, so you just click the same thing, and you have to, instead of dealing with F, now you have to actually go to G. All right, so you move to G and make sure you change to IV6. So you click OK. So with four items, your Chromebox alpha is 0.826. So if the question asks, is there any figure here higher than 0.826? The answer is no. So this is the best Chromebox alpha for IV6. And now let's do the last IV. That is actually going to be your IV7. So you bring all your H questions here, and you have to change to IV7, and you have to make sure your statistics is actually a tick on a scale if item deleted, click continue and click OK. And with five items of your IV7, your Chromebox alpha is 0.791. So the question asks, is there any figure here higher than 0.791? The answer is no. So this is the best. Oh, we have got one here, 0.792. So there is no point for you to delete any item because it's more or less the same figure to me. So I would suggest for you to maintain five items. Don't delete anything because it's not going to make any difference or major difference. So that's how you analyze your reliability test or do reliability test. I think that's all from me. Assalamualaikum and bye bye.